You're watching Escape Adulthood Live, your number one source for long-lasting, fast-acting, physician-approved adultitis relief.
On this week's show, we're drawing an unusual snowman, talking about live Christmas tree ornaments, and sharing a foolproof way to ensure that wherever you go, that's where the party's at.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you for shenanigating with us on this hump day. It feels like a hump day today.
Today was a rough one.
I'm wearing a mustache just to help with the shenanigating. I mean, you always got to have one of those around.
I tried to.
You do.
We gave our kids a little lesson today at the dinner table that just because you have your dream job doesn't mean that everything about it is awesome. As I spent 6 hours today on the accounting side of our business, working on reconciling credit cards and checking accounts and
yet,
whatnot.
I mean, it's hard. You don't want to complain about this. Means that things are happening.
There's
so
things
that's
to
good.
reconcile,
yes,
so that's
good.
Yes.
A good thing. But yes, it was a good little life lesson
my
for the
best
kids.
Wasn't hoping. But took about 4 times longer than I was hoping for.
There was another life lesson in our family today as I got stood up by our possible mover who was going to come and give us a quote. And I waited for an hour. And I don't know if you've ever had this happen, but like as you're getting closer to like the end of the window when they were supposed to come and you're like, they might not come. You feel like you're like in a dating situation from like, younger years. And you're like, I'm going to get stood up. And so the kids heard my rant of this is not how you run a business.
Yeah, because when you're looking for a mover, the number one thing you want is for them to not show up when they said they're going to show up. So they're out.
So then Ben said, well, is he going to come tomorrow? I'm like, he lost his chance, honey. That's it. So, adultitis.
You don't get a redo.
No, you don't.
Nope. So, we've got some good stuff planned today. I have some news I want to share with you.
Oh.
And it's kind of important.
All right.
Now, just to be clear, when I say it's important, what I meant was not important at all.
By the way, we didn't even say hi to all the awesomeness of people that are joining us here.
Let us do this.
I know, and there's so many Christmas songs coming in here. So hello to Lisa and Tracy and Mike and Kara and Paul. And there's a bunch that came in earlier. Wes, Kelsey, Sharon. Thanks for being here, you guys. We're really excited to see you every week, so we appreciate it.
More importantly, Paul complimented my shirt, so thank you for that. Sweet. Paul. Appreciate that.
And Barb, I think you got to hook us up with your wine. Did you say you're on, you've already had a couple glasses of wine?
Yeah, she's into water now.
Hook us up. Yeah. All right, what's this news you hyped up?
All right, well, I've got a picture to go with it, but it's not going to, I got to reveal it, all right?
And there's an order to this.
So this news comes out of Australia. Australian woman finds koala hanging out in her Christmas tree.
Okay.
It makes me think of the Christmas Vacation where there's a squirrel in there. It's like, is there just randomly
do
a koala
hang out in real pine trees? Okay,
let's
keep
hear
going.
The story.
Okay.
That's it. That's the only. It was just a tweet. No, just a woman near Adelaide had the best tree topper of all time, at least for a day. Amanda McCormick found that her Christmas tree had a new ornament after a live koala wandered into her home and snuggled up the branches of the white pine. Lucky for the internet, she took pictures before calling a wildlife rescue group. 1,300 koalas. That's the name of the group.
Rescue group.
Let's see this picture here.
That would have been, oh my gosh, what? Do you have a sound effect for the pitter patter of your heart? What would that be?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's legit.
You could ask the koala.
Are you guys having a killer time?
It seems like that would be the voice.
How did they get that on their car and not notice that?
Well, I don't think it was on the tree when they cut it down.
Oh.
It it came in. So let's continue our story. Our hotline operator took a call, the Cherry wrote on Facebook. At first, she thought she was the victim of a prank call. Yeah. I have a koala in my tree.
Beavis and Butthead over here.
They merrily reported that the koala was desperate to get in the Christmas spirit. Now that,
shit.
Too much. Amanda, who lives in Coromandel Valley, I'm sure I pronounced that incorrectly, in southern Australia, is not alone. D. Hearn Helen, the co-founder of 1300 Koalas, says koalas are occasionally known to sneak into houses, perhaps especially when there's a pretty tree to climb. The juvenile female was released into the neighborhood where it was shot. No, it wasn't. Which is in a region of habitat perfect for koalas, and scurried up a nearby tree. And then whoever wrote this article put, "'Tis the season to be jolly. Koala la 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 la." So what do you think about that? What do you think about, I'm looking at this picture and
this is foreign to me.
It feels like it's kind of inside, but then I can see a window, so I'm really confused about what this woman's setup is here.
I guess now that you say that probably is kind of like an overhang, like a carport kind of thing. Is that a Wisconsin version? I'm sure it's actually a patio, but
Oops, under our tree. What did Mike say?
Under our tree?
He said we had two Boston Terriers under his tree. There you go. Wes says, do you have to order the koala by special request? That's a good question.
Right?
I would like to know that.
I can't believe that. I mean, that's just... yeah.
It's pretty rad. I think there could be... I'm trying to think of like what other terrible things could have crawled up the tree.
A skunk.
A skunk.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty
Kangaroo
adorable.
Comes in.
What's the worst thing that happens at this point,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Are they like secretly ferocious? Like we live in the land of badgers here in Wisconsin, and they're very cute, but
you don't
want to wrestle. You don't want to tussle with the badger. So there you go. There's a little Christmas
Amy
joy.
says, I want one in my tree. I know. Peekaboo.
Pay extra for that.
We're all kind of just why? This is a really cool moment, right?
I know.
Yeah.
It's a special Christmas moment for all of us. Aren't you glad you tuned in to see this? This is great.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
All right.
Well, we shared this last week, and we've had quite a few orders
because
COVID. I am so proud of this copy. Oh, not this one. This copy that I wrote for this. That this design is an optimistic souvenir for those with a good story to tell about the worst year ever. That's like one of the best things I ever wrote.
Everyone's got at least one good story to tell. I mean, there's a lot of challenging ones. I'm not,
Of course.
I'm not, but...
So we've got these mugs, and the little O in COVID has a little plant, a little shooting up, a little baby plant that's in the leaf is in the shape of a heart. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool. And then of course we have t-shirts as well, a couple different colors.
Just like 2 days ago, we were talking about something, and it was like, oh, why did that go the way it did, or why did it? And I said, oh, because of COVID. And Ro, our youngest, who is turning 7 soon, went like this, because COVID, like her shirt, because we've been doing that for so long that we had to make the shirt because COVID.
Yeah, so we have those in the store, and also kind of a fun story today with our calendar. Yeah. We Celebrate Everything calendar. Mm-hmm. Boy, we are getting down to the last.
We're trying to figure out if we have enough to get these bulk orders out. So we had an awesome professional contact us about getting all of her clients this year the calendar, and she made the mention of saying, these are the people who helped me through this year, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make it through this year, but because of them, they get a gift, and I want to thank them and give them, a sense of appreciation for helping me through the year. So she ordered like 90.
Yeah, 90,
right?
2 boxes. 90.
So that's kind of,
thank you, Jess.
Thank you. We appreciate your support.
And when you buy, you only have to buy 20 to get them at $10 a piece, which is insanity.
So it's one of those things we're pretty excited about. So definitely, if you are still trying to figure out for that, group of people that you're like, I don't know when I'm going to get them. take a look at the calendar.
It's a good option. Right? We think everyone who has purchased the calendar and will be enjoying it for the year ahead.
Yes.
Again, it's filled with my Corona blessing paintings to serve as a source of light and inspiration as we head into this next
365 real holidays. And before we get over to Jason's monologue tonight, please would you go ahead and share this video on Facebook and just kind of give a little shout out. There's a lot of people struggling right now. Just the holidays are hard anyway, but there's a lot of pandemic fatigue out there. So let's spread this light one share at a time. We appreciate you guys doing that.
Please do.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Piñatas are great fun, but only if they actually contain candy. We may be drawn in by the bright colors that promise a good time, but it's quite a disappointment if after a few whacks it's revealed that there's actually nothing in it. The thing that makes a piñata so irresistible is actually what's inside. This painting is inspired by a song by the Newsboys called Wherever We Go. The idea is that if you've got a piñata, you've got a party, even if you're in the middle of a barren wasteland. Now, I can't play the song for copyright reasons, but you should look it up. And I shan't sing it, for humanitarian reasons. But here are the lyrics. Wherever we go, the dumb get wise, and the crime rates drop and the markets rise. It's a curious thing, but it's just our thing. Bullies make nice, crooks repent, and the ozone layer shows improvement. It's a curious thing, and it's humbling. Where we're led, all the living dead want to leave their zombie mob. It's a touching scene when they all come clean. God help us, we just love our job. Hands up, holler back now. We don't claim any know-how. We're giving God all that. Wherever we go, that's where the party's at. One of the reasons this song has always resonated with me is because it feels like my life. I am a professional permission granter. I encourage people to make ugly cakes, to draw on their children, and to break stupid rules. I make colorful paintings featuring objects with smiley faces on them. When people hire me and Kim to speak, they gain permission to have all kinds of fun with the theme and the branding. People love it when we bring our family with us to gigs. It feels like wherever we go, that's where the party's at. That being said, I have a confession to make. I have never been the life of a party, and our family is not as fun as you think it is. Now, don't get me wrong. We do have fun together. We do more than our fair share of kitchen dancing, and adultitis is not welcome in our home. But I often get the sense that people think that living in our house is like being on an episode of Pee-wee's Playhouse. Well, if you're old enough to remember that puppet-fueled gem of a show, today's secret word is let down. Even as we prepare to leave our beloved neighborhood in Madison for new shenanigans in Sheboygan, our neighbors are flooding us with heartfelt well wishes. It appears we will be missed. Now, I've never felt I've misrepresented what life is like in our family, but I got the sense that people were seeing something more. One day, I realized people were resonating with more than our outside appearances and outward actions. Like a piñata, what people are really attracted to is what's inside us. Our joy. In my 20 years of writing and speaking, I haven't talked that much about my faith, preferring to live by the old St. Francis adage, preach the gospel always, and if necessary, use words. But the truth is, our faith is what drives everything. It's where our joy comes from. I know some people don't have it, but I can't imagine my life without it. It's what sustained us in the long periods of darkness when we were in debt and didn't know if we'd ever make a living with this business. The Holy Spirit is what stirs my imagination and gives me the courage to do things I never could have imagined as a shy, scared little boy. In our household, we're celebrating the season of Advent as we prepare for Christmas. My favorite song of this time is O Come, Emmanuel. Emmanuel means God with us. And that is the difference between a party and an empty piñata filled with nothing but disappointment. Some consider faith to be a crutch, an opiate for the masses. But I see my faith as a gift. I don't know how to give it to someone, but I do know this. People are searching for happiness. But what I think they really crave is joy, which is deeper and less fleeting. Joy is an inside job. If you have it, wherever you go, that's where the party's at.
Ooh, I like this one today.
Like that one?
I do like that one.
I remembered I told that story for the first time about a year ago at Wonder Night and never got a chance to share it on the blog or anywhere else. So felt like it was a good, appropriate time with this season that we're in.
Yes, definitely. And there's not much more joyful than the season of Advent as we prepare. I know at Mass on Saturday night we went and they lit the second candle of the Advent wreath. And they sang, "O come, Emmanuel." And it's like, I fight the tears every time. It's just such a joyful time of year. So I hope you're experiencing that in your own way, in your own faith, in your own journey. It is such a gift. So we pray that for you.
Absolutely. So, funny story. When I was planning the show, we talked about it. In my head, I knew that the painting we were going to show was the desert. And in my head, the desert painting was the one with the snow cone.
Oh, you said it was a snow cone art. And then
as I was getting ready for the show, I'm like, wait a second, that's not the story. That's not what I want to tell. So I planned a drawing that had to do with the snow cone. Really what I did is I just wanted to throw everybody off. We thought maybe we'd be drawing a piñata. So maybe we'll draw a piñata down the line. But today we're going to draw something different and it's going to still be fun. So let's pull out your things to draw with and your things to draw on. And let's start this puppy.
By the way,
out.
Before I forget, Rachel mentioned something about Jambi from Pee-wee's
Jambi. Mecca lecca hi, mecca chinio.
The fact that you remember that. Well, yeah.
I just watched it.
I know.
Go ahead. We'll get started while you tell the story.
Fact: Jason has watched a Pee-wee's Playhouse episode in the last month.
2 weeks.
2 weeks ago. So our youngest, Ro, does like that show. Jason introduced it to her. They had a date night. Well, there's not much to do on date nights anymore, so they huddled up into our bed and watched some Pee-wee's Playhouse together.
This is the best date I was ever on, let me tell you.
What?
Mecca lecca hi, mecca howdy ho.
Boy.
Okay, so we've got to start here on this one. It's a
little hot dog, apparently.
Little sad, long little hot dog. We're gonna make a triangle at the bottom here.
Okay, not so much a hot dog anymore.
Then we're gonna put some little lines, kind of like stripes here.
Okay. There was something else Barb said that I was laughing at. Oh, she said that even though we're the life of the party, we might, or she won't, she promises not to beat us with a stick.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
It's hard when I see your comments coming in and he's doing his speech and I'm trying not to laugh. So thank you for that, Barb.
Yeah, I thought you were laughing at my my reciting of the lyrics.
Well, it is hard because
you kind of want to sing it, but like I said,
fast
for
tempo.
humanitarian reasons, I didn't want to do that.
I appreciate that.
All right, so what we're gonna do is make some little humps over on the side here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna make another hump right there, and then at the top, we're gonna make a little circle hump on top. All right. Then we're going to draw a little coal eyes and a little round triangle with a rounded edge. That'll be the nose. With a little smile in there.
This actually reminds me of a snow day we had last winter, and we had some of these little cups, the snow cone cups, laying in the garage for some reason. Don't ask me. And so I was like, hey, let's just throw it on there. So we started making snow cones, and then I ran inside. We didn't have any like juice, so I just grabbed our maraschino cherries. Did I say that right?
Sure. And
poured juice all over it, and then all of a sudden everybody was eating sticky, awesome snow cone snowmen.
That's a great story.
It is a great.
Thanks for sharing that.
It's like art imitating life imitating art again, guys.
So good. All right. Meanwhile, we've
put up with this.
We've got a snowman here.
Gosh.
Now it's a snowman. It's a snow cone. What you don't just eat white snow cones, right?
No,
and don't eat yellow ones either. Juice. So we'll get some with some of our maraschino cherry juice here.
Maraschino? What is it? You have to teach me when I do it wrong. Maraschino?
Come on. All right, then we're gonna get some
Can
yellow.
You guys picture us when we're 90?
By the way, little tip.
Yes.
So did you see how I put those curves on the red? I'm gonna do the same thing with the blue here. This is what's going to give us a 3-dimensional effect. Is I kind of mimic, and I do it the opposite way on this side. Okay. So we're gonna go with the.
That's a good tip.
A rainbow syrup. Because that's like that's what all the kids get. And then I'm going to do yellow in the middle.
I think it as many colors as possible,
yeah,
right?
And then it turns like purple at the end.
Yeah.
Purple gray.
Yeah. What was that one kind that Ben got at the fireworks the one year?
Tiger blood.
He did not like that.
No.
It's weird. What is it?
I have no... What's tiger blood? Ask Charlie Sheen. All right. Now, here's a little fun fact. A little tip. Not a fact. A little tip. I'm going to make it blend. And I'm going to do this. In this case, I'm going to get my airbrush tool. And I'm going to get like a greenish color. And right in the middle of the green and blue, I'm going to put that right, kind of a draw line right between. It's going to fade into both sides. And then I'm going to do orange and do the same thing on the other side.
Nice. Barb's defending me, saying that she gets teased for different ways she pronounces words too. So thank you, Barb. Stick together. Or we could just wear our mustaches. I'm sure you got a mustache in your stash of all your awesome props there. I know her and Danny do.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Right.
One bit. Okay, I'm going to color in his little nose orange.
That fade turned out cool.
Not too bad. And then you got these little stripes down here. For me, I always draw little stripes on the cups to make them more fun. Although, you might also do polka dots or some other fun pattern.
True.
Maybe snowflakes or something like that. So we fill this in like this. And let's see, one more little tip, again, going to make it more realistic, is we will get like a white, and I'm going to put some little dots in here. It's not white enough. There we go. And it's just going to sprinkle a little white on the one side to look like the, what would you call that? The highlights of the ice there?
Like sparkles.
Sparkles, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like it.
And just kind of mix them in, whatever.
Yes, Barb says she has lots of mustaches. You are correct.
Seems about right. So this is a rainbow-colored snowman cone, right? Is that what you call it? A snowman cone?
Yeah. Oh, I love him.
And he's a lot of fun. So we definitely want to see your version of this next week. We got... let's see, we had a busy week of virtual programs for different organizations that, bring us in for their teams. One was a holiday party.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. It was really intimate. There was about 14 of us, and we got to talk with each other throughout.
It was a blast.
It was so much fun. It felt like we were with a group of people. It felt like the old days, didn't it?
It almost felt like a real Christmas party.
It did almost feel like a real Christmas party. Except we got to do just different things, so it was really cool. But anyway, we invited, Jason did the Let's Draw segment, as he does with all of our virtual events, and we invited them to send pictures in. So Samantha, from one of our events this past week, sent in this awesome one, and I think Samantha's here tonight.
That'd be sweet if she is.
Her at the beginning
Surprise!
of the hour.
I hope she's still here.
Yeah.
She and we did the reindeer, which we did a few weeks back, but we added the Santa hat, and then I think we have another one here. Alicia from a Head Start program
really
that
cute
meets.
too.
And this is cool. This is the second program we did with them. We're doing 3 this year.
Yeah.
Throughout their year, kind of like check-ins, emphasizing that's an awesome year, and kind of reminding them
using the book as the theme for their year,
giving them a little of a pep talk. So I love the little Christmas lights that Alicia added in here. And then of course last week we did the narwhal.
There's Samantha. Surprise!
Narwhal.
I'm still here.
Hey,
Yay.
Samantha.
Thanks for sending it in. We appreciate it. We're glad you're here this week.
Yeah. So last week we did the narwhal, right? Remember that with the Christmas
he was
lights?
so cute. Oh my gosh, there's so many good versions.
Good ones
you guys.
here.
Lisa. Look at
this
him
little dude.
Oh, he's got a little bow tie.
Yep. I think we did put that in at the end, didn't we? A little bow tie guy someone suggested. And then Steven, always a strong contributor here.
Those colors are fabulous.
Markers in there.
He's got his little notebook there.
And I think I had one more that we had for tonight. Naomi.
Happy holidays.
I
love it.
Holidays. I like her lights. And I like.
His little smile.
I think hers is like way cuter than mine. It looks even more like the elf version.
Yeah, I know. Which we have not.
Have fun looking for your
good luck finding your dad.
Yeah, that's right.
That's like probably one of my favorite lines in the whole movie.
Yeah, so we love getting your artwork, seeing your twist on it. If you drew the snowman cone this week, let us see it. Send it to kj@escapeadulthood.com. That's the best way to ensure that we will see it and be able to put it on the show. All right. Meme of the week, Kim. 2020 was a bonus check.
Yeah.
If you didn't see this movie, you don't really get it.
But his bonus check just wasn't what he was expecting. Was this year what you were expecting?
No.
No.
This is a Jelly of the Month club. Except the jelly was pus.
Ew.
That's 2020.
No. That's
Gross.
I love Cousin Eddie there in the background. He's got to be one of my top, dare I say, top 3 comedic characters of all time. I love Cousin Eddie. Love me some Cousin Eddie.
I love how you can just tell because you've seen this movie. Cousin Eddie's like, what are we gonna do about that? What we got there? Oh, he's got plans.
Because do you remember what his line is after Clark says what it is? He goes, "That's the gift that keeps on giving," which is a line we use at least once a month.
That's
that
true.
gets said here.
That is from that movie.
It's funny how you have those lines. We have some from Dumb and Dumber that you forget where they're from until you see the movie, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, my life is this
all
movie."
the time. Yeah.
So
Seinfeld is like that for us too. We have
that also is a good one. So that's our meme of the week. But on to more important things.
Yes, Wonder and Whimsy. Okay, there's a lot going on in Wonder Whimsy right now.
Speaking of Corona blessings, we just say this was probably one of the greatest ones this year.
This is forever going to change the trajectory of what we do in our life and in our work together as a couple, as a business. Definitely one of our best blessings of the year.
This is our future, and it's This year we welcomed in the founding members of the Wonder and Whimsy Society, the secret society Adultitis
126 founding members. Yeah.
And it's been a blast. And we've done some fun things. We've been doing mastermind calls. We have one, by the way, if you're in Wonder and Whimsy Society, this Monday is our last one of the year.
And it's a big one.
And it's about, dealing with the adultitis-ridden people in your life. So check the group for, we'll be sending out an email too, but for the Zoom link for that, that's going to be great. And one of the other little things that is part of joining is we have Marty. And we have the traditional Marty, the black and white.
Of course.
That we've been selling and giving out to people for years and years. But we found these colored ones.
The remote camera? Can we show them?
Let me see.
I didn't give you any warning on this. No, but so if you remember Wonder Whimsy Society, many of you guys commenting are, you have received a Wonder Marty.
Gotta take
Which direction?
Just you hold it. Just hold your hand.
Yep, Wonder Marty. And everybody's Wonder Marty is a little different. Oh, goodness.
There we go.
Darn logo. This is really confusing.
Why don't I just do this?
It's just opposite.
There we go.
Yay. Okay, that's good enough, guys. So he has whimsical colors and a variety. Oh, hi. A variety of, wing colors, feet colors, beak colors, the whole thing. So one of the things with the kit, we're going to keep it on that camera? Okay.
Forever.
One of the things with the welcome packet of the Wonder Whimsy Society is you get a Wonder Marty, and then you're invited to take him on adventures with you. Now, this year, adventures look a little different. So oftentimes he's adventuring around the homes and properties of our members. So we have some really, really fun pictures to share because these get posted in our private group. But here, Kara, this just melted my heart. Kara and Paul, or husband and wife, founding members, and so they have 2 Wonder Marties, and here they are with a new friend, a little snowman friend, roasting the most adorable marshmallow over that candle.
That little gingerbread house is the perfect size for them. This one is kind of like a Where's Waldo,
right? And that's what I love about these. Sometimes it's like telling a story, sometimes you're like, what's happening? So Anne took her Wonder Marty on a little walk, a little wonder hunt, it looks like, and found this amazing stump, I guess, wood. It's I mean, I would love to be there.
It's an asteroid.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
All right. So
cool.
He obviously found something very cool on their travels. And then Mary Eichelmeyer,
how did she do? Is this like a Christmas card backdrop with? She's got
I'm not exactly sure. But she did say something about how her Wonder Marty, came from Wisconsin. She's in Minnesota, but he was gonna hang out in this winter scene of Wisconsin. Remind me, Mary, if you're on here. There was some tie into Wisconsin, and maybe it just has to do with the fact that her Wonder Marty looks like a Packer player.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So there could be that.
And then he got snuck into some nativity scenes here.
This beautiful gold nativity scene that Kathy Rose has.
Marty and sweet. Wonder Marty. And then this one is pretty cool from Heather.
Look at that.
I've got to think that this is
there he is on the right-hand side.
Where's Marty?
Well, there's the black Marty, too. The black and white Marty.
Oh, both of them.
I know. They're both in there. So that one is really tricky.
I got to think this is one of her sets. This has to be from like Ethiopia or something because they have a big connection in their family.
Connection in Africa. What a beautiful set.
I would guess if it's like handmade sets. I would guess, but I
I
could be completely wrong. Maybe she got it at Walmart, but
good guess.
Just gonna go with that story,
right?
So please, part of like having fun, like that's what like these little dudes here. Obviously, Wonder Marty is part of Wonder and Whimsy Society. Some of you watching may have just the regular one. You don't even need Marty. You could do this with your bubble of family at home. Is pick like a cereal box prize, a little toy, hide it on one another. It's amazing to me. We call it like an adultitis booby trap.
Yes.
Because it's always like whenever you have a serious case of adultitis, he just like pops up, just right when you're like, hey Marty, how's it going? So
Heather did confirm that is not from Walmart.
Okay, good to know. Target then. Okay, good.
And Kelsey says, I love my green and white Marty. So she's got one kind of similar to Mary.
Now, if I remember correctly, Kelsey is from Michigan. I wonder if she went to Michigan State by any chance, because
is that green and white?
Michigan State is green and white. However, if she went to Michigan or some other college, then maybe
it's like blue and orange.
It's not. Yeah, blue and yellow is Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah. So right. Or maize. See if my Big Ten
and Barb
is correct.
Mentioned that wood piece is probably some driftwood, a driftwood stump, which she said we'll be seeing on our side of the lake.
Yeah, I think it's an asteroid.
Well, he's still not buying it, Barb. All right.
She says I
did. They're cool.
There you go. So it's meant to be, apparently.
Awesome.
So, it's the little things, you guys. That's what this season is all about, and that's really when you want to bring more whimsy into your life. It's not hard. It's these little things.
All right.
Eventually, Kim will realize that I made a little transition bumper for that segment.
I am not used to that bumper, so.
Okay, so today's giveaway, we are going to give away a matted or a framed, no, not matted, not framed. Where is it? It's right here.
He's got it already.
Yes,
there it is.
It's a Prince.
Yes.
Right. We're giving away this little
and how do they
pinata
win?
Do. How do they win? They win by answering this important question.
All right.
What would Adultitis put in a pinata?
Ooh.
These are some of my favorite questions. Is what would Adultitis do? Right? Like the Adultitis were a jerk person
This is kind of good. We just got done watching one of the Grinch movies with the kids. The more animated, the newest animated. Is that
with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, that was really well
Grinch.
Done, by the way.
Illumination was the
Illumination.
studio.
Yeah, the little minion guys. But after watching that, I feel like there's a lot of things from his world, right?
Yeah, he's a good. Here he is.
Yeah, yeah, the Grinch would have a lot of inspiration for this. Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of like a mascot of adultitis, right? But we always like to remind people that even if you have a full-blown case of adultitis, there's always hope. All right, we got some good ones.
Yes, yep. Don says fire ants.
Fire ants. That would be the worst.
Is that what they have done in Texas? Is that what those are?
I think so.
Yeah.
Angry and persistent customers. Like that.
Oh no! Did you deal with some of those today, Stephen?
Jen, thumbtacks.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
Rachel says trial size dental floss, not just dental floss. Trial.
Like, what are we gonna get one use out of this? You know?
Kelsey says bills.
It just come
they just float out.
Yeah.
First you're excited because you think it might be checks, but it's bills.
No, it's a bill.
Christy says dirty diapers.
Oh, how long have they been in there too?
It says murder hornets.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
the mascot of 2020, right?
Oh no.
Gail says boiled cabbage. Now that's just a mess right there. As if dirty diapers wasn't.
Right.
Toilet paper. Michelle, good one.
Yeah. Hey, this year though, it's kind of like jumping
That-
all over the
I'd
place
take that
for
pinata,
it, right?
Doreen, cream spinach.
Oh.
Sharon says cat litter.
good.
Dorothy says X-Lax.
Oh.
I think every time I say something about adultitis, someone says X-Lax.
Like the go-to.
What gift would adultitis give? What would it put in a pinata? What would it
and
put?
X-Lax.
What kind of ice cream cake would adultitis special order? That was a question a few weeks ago. X-Lax always gets brought up. Metamucil would also fit into that category.
Good one, Lisa.
Dead batteries.
Oh,
That would be depressing because you'd feel like, oh, it's really heavy.
batteries.
Oh, it's really cool.
yeah. No. No.
What else? Oh, spiders.
Oh,
Mary Beth.
Ron from Harry Potter would be like, no.
Even grosser than that, dentures.
Oh.
Yeah,
come
not
on.
cool.
I'm just picturing like when you're beating it, then the teeth like breaking off of them.
Are they still a little slimy? Here's a creative one from Lisa. Scratched off using lottery tickets.
Right? Oh, that's good. Sorry, you didn't
Good
win again.
stuff,
You
good
didn't
stuff.
win again.
And we'll finish with this one. Wendy Haggis.
Oh, and speaking of Wendy, today is your birthday, as if I have to tell you this, but happy birthday,
I didn't know
Wendy.
if you knew this, Wendy, but it is your birthday.
I know. We were going to bring that up in the Adultitis Fighters, and so that's perfect timing. Happy birthday to you, Wendy. And Wendy happens to be one of our founding members of Wonder and Whimsy Society. So I hope you've had an awesome day. And thank you for sharing your evening here with us.
Yeah.
And Jan Jordan on the 11th, which is that tomorrow already? Is tomorrow the 11th?
No.
Today's the 10th though, right?
The 11th
No, today's
is
the 9th.
Friday.
Okay, Friday. So Jan, happy early birthday to you. And enjoy it. It's always fun having a birthday on a Friday. So enjoy that.
It is.
For sure.
So yeah, happy birthday to you folks.
And we had Lucy's birthday yesterday.
Yes, we did.
That was fun. She, what did we do? We did Olive Garden for lunch, and Wonder Woman was her pick for the movie last night, which that is very inspiring.
Yeah, we had Olive Garden for lunch, and then she had me make chicken parmesan for supper. So it was a very
bulky day.
Italian bulk fest.
I need to run a couple miles.
Yeah, and then we had a cookie cake. So,
Oh, December. You're not
sneak
kind.
in a few vegetables one of these days. So that was fun. And keep those coming in. We will pick a winner at the end of the show. I don't know if even this is a prescription. Joy is an inside job. I couldn't really think of a good prescription, but I think part of what the goal is, especially this season, is to find joy, and sometimes we're looking for it in all the wrong places. So hopefully tonight was a little bit of a reminder of where the best place to find joy is. Here, Wednesday nights. And
Speaking of that, we only have tonight and next Wednesday is the last shows of this year.
Yeah, so this season, I guess you could say. We've got one more show next week, and then we're going to take a little hiatus from the holidays, and because we're moving. So we have one more show on this set.
Oh my gosh.
And then we'll be up in Sheboygan and scrambling to create a new set there.
Yes,
and get
we have
everything
visions. We're pretty excited, actually.
Which we have to do because we have a gig 4 days after we move in. So
I was telling our realtor, we were there for the inspection on Monday, and our realtor was looking at where we're going to put our set. Our realtor has popped up on here, so she's seen our show here and there, and she was joking about how most people set up their kitchens. You guys, the first thing you're going to do is set up your set. That's so funny. I'm like, yeah, this is 2020, you know.
Prioritize.
I know.
Yes. So that'll be fun, and we'll give you some sneak peeks along the way. We'll probably definitely post a lot of stuff in Wonder and Whimsy Society, little sneak peeks.
But I think we're going to share a few things in next week's show too. So definitely stay tuned.
But that's a good reason why you want to be an Adultitis Fighter Insider, to subscribe to that, which is free. If you're not already a subscriber to our weekly messages, that will be when you will be alerted to when the next show is in the new year. We're not exactly sure when it will be. It'll be early January. Probably not right away, but soon. So
can you put Wendy's comment up? I was just looking to see. So she said we have had 3 cakes and scotcheroos. 1 cake moved to breakfast.
gotta move your cakes around, disperse them.
It looks like birthday shenanigans have been happening in full force. So good for you, Wendy. You never want to miss that chance to get another cake.
Brenda says, how am I supposed to know what day of the week it is? I know, right?
And happy belated too, Brenda. I hope your day was awesome yesterday as well, with all your surprises.
Amy says, thank you for having something to look forward to each week. That has been a huge help. You rock. Thank you, Amy. Thank you to you watching. It really means a lot to us.
Yeah.
Not only those of you who are able to tune in live, because we know not everyone can, but everyone who catches the show on the replay. We really appreciate you. This was something we did not know we would be doing in January.
Right.
And it just sort of happened. And we enjoy doing it. We hope you enjoy watching it. And
we have some big ideas for the next season. So because we are kind of looking at this as seasons. So starting in January, we'll be kind of starting season 2. And obviously we'll have a new set, but I think we've got some cool new additions that we'll be bringing to the mix. So
absolutely.
Very neat.
So I think that's it. That is it for this show, you guys. Until next time, Adultitis Fighters.
Shine on, spread whimsy, and keep being awesome.